What do you see in the difference of the elderly in the 1950s and the elderly today? Not a single one here is using a cane, walker, or a wheelchair, carrying their own purses and jackets. So what has happened from here to here? And why are we aging so much faster? In 1950, packaged food was starting to become a thing. And in the 1960s, heart disease started to become a big problem. So in the 1970s, the U.S. government tried to do something about it. Number one, calorie counting started to be a thing. And then it was recommended to go easy on the eggs and butter. Let's not forget, in the 1980s, it was recommended to have 6 small meals a day. Never go hungry, they say, because that will ruin your metabolism. In 1992, they doubled down and encouraged us to have 6 to 11 servings of breads, pasta, rice, cereals. Fruits and vegetables were next. And the next was meat, dairy, and at the top is fats, oils, and sweets. Eat sparingly, they said. And they started coming out with fat-free everything. They were removing the fat, but that made the product taste terrible. So to make up for that, they would add sugar. And of course, at the time, saturated fats were the villains. P.S. Saturated fat is found in nature. In olives, avocado, coconut oil. Then they started creating their own fats with seeds and called it vegetable oil. Psst, not made from vegetables. And to get fats out of seeds, it's very difficult. It requires crazy processing. But I believe the real problem stems from way back in 1950, when we started consuming packaged goods. When they process food, they take out and remove the fiber to make it taste good. Not only to make it taste good, but extend the shelf life. And unfortunately, more than half the calories that Americans consume are sadly from processed foods. On any given day, nearly 40% of Americans are going through a drive-thru and consuming fast foods. And most of these foods are low on fiber or completely fiber-free. And the other thing that's destroyed our health, and that we're constantly eating way too much and too often. We're not giving our bodies the break it needs. Instead, we're scared to be hungry. If we want to rewind the clock to go from here to here, we got to eliminate snacking and eating 2 or 3 meals a day and getting more fiber in our diet.
Yeah, you thought it was over, didn't you? You thought it was over. Told you it wasn't over. Told you that I had more for your ass. I told you I'm trying to wake your ass up, man. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to wake you up to the truth of the fact that they trying to keep us unhealthy. Because if you're unhealthy, you have to spend money. Even if you go into the local corner store to get some aspirin, to get some ibuprofen, something, some Tylenol, they making money off of you. And that's all they want. They want to keep it going, keep that circle going. You eat crappy ass food, you go to the hospital, you spend money. You come home. Guess what? Cycle starts again. You eat crappy food. You go to the hospital. You spend money. The cycle is a vicious cycle, man. That's the cycle that they got us in. We must vote together. We should also, if possible, because I know everybody are not able to do things like, say, start your small garden, starting some type of little 5-gallon buckets, you know. You ain't just got to go to Home Depot, because I don't fuck with Home Depot. Home Depot is some sorry motherfuckers. I don't fuck with them. You're going to have to do your own history on that now. So I wouldn't even go to Home Depot. Go to a local little hardware store, you know, one of them off-brand names who ain't selling you out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying on that one. We'll do some type of video on something of that nature. But, you know, as always, you know, I always bring you some facts with me. Some videos to show you that it's more than just one. There are a lot of us, and a lot more are starting to come out and say, hey, man, this ain't right. Because I know in somewhere in your feed for your videos, I guess you would call it, for you person. I don't know, man, how it came to your feed, but I bet you've seen the videos about Walmart where they showing people going down aisles and showing every goddamn thing says bioengineered food. They looking turning over products. They saying bioengineered food, bioengineered food. That's what's happening right now at the Walmart. That's what so many videos I've been seeing. And then there's another one that came up where a gentleman was saying, hey man, Walmart is cheating you because they were putting, like, you know how they put the weight of the meat? Well, he said, let's pick up just a random piece of meat. And he took it to the scale. You know how Walmart had them scales in there? Bam. Put it on the scale. Meat is off. They was charging them for like 3 pounds and the shit was 2 pounds. Yeah. Stealing from you right there in plain sight. And if one doing it, I mean the rest doing it. And somebody was saying it could be that they was rushing to get it, to get it out there. So they made a mistake. Well, guess what? He went and picked up another one. Same thing. Then another one. Same thing. Yeah. They know what they're doing. They trying to sneak shit past you because they think you ain't paying attention. See, shit like this channel here that's telling you about this fucked up food. They think you passed the channel like this because they know you are not looking at shit like this. You want that sensational shit. The explosions. What, do I need to put an explosion in front of this so you can say, hey, I want to see that? Living a better life should be the reason you want to see this. You should be telling others, hey man, check this out because this guy's bringing us some information that's more to what we need to know. Sooner or later, you got to stop looking at ass shaking videos. Ladies, sooner or later, you got to stop looking at makeup videos. You know what I'm saying? Men and women need to stop for a minute and say, hold up. I need to look at videos that are for me, that are for my well-being, that's going to help me in the long run. That's all I got for you, man. Do something for yourself today. And keep watching from afar.
Don't eat no watermelon from Walmart.
I got a rubbery watermelon. The texture is so weird. Like, you gotta bend it so far before it will break.
That I got from here. It's the Great Value Chicken.
Ratchet, if it really is rubber. Stretchy. I'm like pulling with all of my might. Squishy.
These are not real bananas. She opens it and she breaks it in half. It gets very tough and doesn't really break. When it pulls, it's like it's glue. It's very tight.
Does anybody has problems with their watermelon like this?
Why is it doing that?
Okay, it is actively bubbling. So,
Salsa, look at this. Freaking onion see-through, clear, look at that. Pull it up, look at that. What the hell? Dude, some fake onion, look at that.
The fake fruit in America is now exploding.
We're saying the fruits are being pumped with growth hormones.
Being left on the counter for just a few days, the watermelon spontaneously exploded, with its juice splattered all over the kitchen. The weirdest thing about this is how the skin crumples like paper when it's touched.
Avocado from Mexico. Do these numbers mean something? Like, I just don't understand.
This is 100% not food.
At this point, question everything.
Pharmacists are saying the economy is so bad right now. Big businesses are probably thinking of questionable ways to sell less real food while getting the same money.
Blueberry, we cut it in half. There's the glistening rubber, the detail on the top.
Do you see how much of this I already ate?
I'm gonna put it to the test. I'm gonna put this thing outside.